Hello everyone, welcome back. This is RandoGEEK. So we have a follow-up here regarding Spectrum. A couple of days ago we talked about Spectrum. They have this massive internet upgrade that they're looking to do. There was some delays due to financing, they're saying. So they're pushing it back a little bit. We did a video on that. But this is a huge project that they're trying to do to attract new customers and assist customers that are in, locations that are not able to get the kind of speeds you would see in a city area. So this is a huge project for Spectrum, and many are wondering if it's really going to be worth it. There's a lot of money being invested here, $1.25 billion. All right. We're talking about Ohio right now, okay? The link for the article will be down below in the description for you guys. It's coming from Cord Cutters News, and this is basically just a follow-up as to what's going on. Looks like they're going to be doing a massive upgrade in Ohio as part of the multi-gigabit speeds project, okay? So according to this article, Charter Communications Spectrum Cable said on Wednesday that they are committed to investing $1.25 billion in Ohio to boost the speed of its internet service. Okay, they're saying the work underway in Ohio is part of Spectrum's, larger project to upgrade its network to support multi-gigabit speeds and meet the ever-increasing demand for faster internet service. So they're saying the overall project is set to wrap up by mid-2026. Of course, there's been a delay, 6 months from the original projected completion day, as we discussed, due to not having enough money. All right, so the cable company plans to allocate $500 million to a network evolution project. The work will enable internet connections with equal upload and download speeds, as well as multi-gigabit internet speeds of 25, 50, or 100 gigabytes, according to Spectrum. All right, so they're saying that Spectrum plans to put another $750 million towards expanding underserved rural areas. This portion of the project aims to bring gigabit broadband to almost 140,000 homes and small businesses in over 60 Ohio counties. So Lieutenant Governor John Husted from Ohio says, "We value the investments that Spectrum is making to help us achieve the goal of bridging the digital divide." Spectrum said work has already begun on the Network Evolution project in Southwest Ohio and the Cincinnati area, and most of the project should be completed by 2025. They're saying as of this past June, the Rural Broadband Expansion Initiative has brought broadband to Ohio counties like Tuscarawas, Vinton, Muskingum, and Clinton. So Adam Falk, who is speaking on behalf of Charters, he is senior vice president there, in charge of state government affairs. He says in a statement, "Through this multi-year investment in our network, we will ensure that customers across our entire Ohio service area will receive even faster broadband speeds with the network security and reliability that they have come to rely upon." So there you have it as far as the article is concerned. Like I said, it will be linked in the description for you in case you want to read it on your own or share it with someone else. But this is a big deal here for Spectrum, and many will wonder why. Why would they bother doing this? Some may say that, they're asking, would it even be worth it? Who needs this kind of speed, right? Well, there are some customers that are just trying to get straight up gig internet, right? They're not looking to go past that. And maybe it's just because, they work from home. Maybe they handle a lot of projects. Maybe they're heavily involved in technology jobs where they need to have multiple windows and platforms open, and they're connecting to many different web devices at once. Or maybe they're just heavy gamers and they just want that kind of speed. Maybe they're, content creators and they upload a lot of videos, download a lot of videos, use a lot of creative tools to make videos and things like that. So, I mean, these are the kind of people that look for this kind of speed. It's not for everybody, right? There's also a lot of businesses in Ohio, it looks like in the Ohio area, that are anxious to get their hands on a reliable connection through Spectrum. You know, schools, first responders, you know, maybe police departments there. It seems like there's a lot of people looking to get their hands on a quicker, faster way of surfing the web, getting connected to devices that are of interest of them, right? So this is where the investment comes from. And a lot of cities don't have many options. You know, in my city alone, I'll tell you right now, you got Fios and you get Spectrum. And if you're lucky, you might get Astound in some parts of the city. Not many. As far as fixed wireless access, such as AT&T, Verizon, home internet, T-Mobile home internet, it's almost non-existent. There's only a couple of addresses that I can see that are eligible to get that. Most of us, we have to get Fios or we have to get Spectrum. So, as you can see, many rural areas in Ohio and other states, really all they're probably able to get is Fios or Spectrum. Some, you know, depending on your state, you get Comcast or whatever it is, but not many people are happy with Comcast, right? Spectrum is debatable. Some like it, some don't. A lot of the complaints are about pricing. Obviously, this is not going to be cheap. So, you know, but if you're in a place where you don't have many options, or you don't have any options, you want fast internet. Unfortunately, they live far away from a city area. They don't have, you know, a lot to choose from. They'll have to pay. And it seems like they're willing to pay because they're very excited to get connected to faster speeds. So it really depends on who you are as a customer or a business, what your needs are, and whether or not it'll be worth it for you. However, very big investment for Spectrum. You know, the internet is the way of the world. So, you know, there are some that are cutting and shying away from it, and they're going to fixed wireless access. They're using only what they need. They're saving a few dollars. And that's going to be a trend. For most customers, that's all you need is just a couple megabytes per second. You know, if you got 200-300 megabytes per second, maybe 400, whatever, you know, it's more than enough. Most people do not need gigabit speeds, and they certainly don't need 2 gigabits, 5 gigabits, 10 gigabits. These are for heavy businesses that have a lot going on, mostly going to be some kind of technology companies that are going to want this, maybe schools, because there's a lot of people connected to the internet at once, classrooms, teachers, right? First responders, you know, police departments, a lot of people on one network at once. So regular people like you and me, most of us are not going to need that. Certainly not more than 1 gig. Gig is more than enough for many. But, you know, this is how it is. This is what Spectrum is doing. This is what they're offering. Time will tell how this project goes and whether or not it's worth it for them. Big money, though, I'll tell you that. But I got to tell you, like, they are one of the few options in many states. So they got to do what they got to do, I guess, right? So feel free to comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on this process, your experience with Spectrum, if you're using it, or if you've used it while you're no longer using it. Maybe it's just pricing. Maybe the service was not up to par. You know, many will complain that it's not reliable enough. You know, that's kind of the issue here. For me, it's like either you have Fios or you have Spectrum. Both of them are very congested because, like I said, there's not many options. So there's a lot of congestion on both networks pretty much at any given time of the day. But when you don't have many choices, you have to choose. between the two. You know, Fios might be a little bit more reliable, Spectrum slightly cheaper, but they're also quicker to go out when, you know, there's some kind of issue. So, you know, it's kind of like you don't have much choice. So you just have to choose the less of the evils, I guess. That's how that works. But there you have it, guys. As always, thanks so much for stopping by and watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.